Well, good morning out there, friends. Just thought I'd come in here this morning since I hadn't been live in a while and check in with you. So, if you're available for a few minutes, let's have a little chat. Is anybody out there this morning? Now, we're getting some really nice rain here today. Good morning to people. It hadn't rained here in probably about 3.5 weeks, and it's been very dry. So praise the Lord, we're getting some really, really good rain. You can't see it out that window right there, but the leaves are changing and it is getting dry. Who's out there this morning anyway? I see 7 people. 7 human beings. Good morning, Kelly. Now you can also, it's Q&A day too. Just ask what you want to. If I know the answer, I'll give it to you. And if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know the answer. Come on, folks. There's 9 folks out there watching. What are you having for breakfast? You done had your breakfast. What you having for lunch? Now, I hope you all watched that video I done yesterday about that backpack that I got sent. That it really is a really good backpack. Hello, James, and hello, Lisa. I'll just plug that backpack. It's really, really a good backpack for the price as well. Hey, Doug, good morning. Lisa, what are you having there? You had coffee for breakfast. I always have coffee for breakfast. Sometimes that's the only breakfast I ever have is coffee. I went squirrel hunting yesterday as well. So I got one squirrel to put in the pot. Since it's raining today, I'll probably go out and do that again. Has the leaves done started changing where you folks is at? I know yours has, James. What are you doing today anyway, James? Anything fun? Okay, you're working. Work hard, James. Working hard at work. What kind of winter do you folks think we're going to have this year? Are we going to have a warm winter or are we going to have a cold, wet winter? Who knows anything about the weather out there? Cold and wet. You got plenty of firewood, Kelly? You got plenty of that firewood cut up? Morning, Uncle Sasquatch. What's going on, brother? J&T Gold Hunters. Hello. Good morning. I think you're a newbie, aren't you? Doug in Louisiana County, Virginia. I don't know just exact. Must be over in the east, isn't it, Doug? Where are you at, J&T Gold Hunters? Alaska? Georgia. Okay. Now, do you hunt gold in Georgia? I'm getting ready for winter, Uncle Sasquatch. I finally got it to where it's not bugging me anymore now. Takes about 2 or 3 weeks to get it to where it don't bug you. Oh, okay. You deer hunt over there, Doug? Y'all have to use shotguns over in that neck of the woods, don't you? Me too, Kelly. I'm definitely in the mood for some biscuits and gravy and squirrel. I don't know about that, Jimmy. I'll be getting that thing hung up in the brush. Oh, okay. Prepared for. Hey, brother, where are you from? Sasquatch, when was the last time you trimmed that beard anyway? And how do you do it with bifocals is what I want to know. I know one thing, there is a lot of deer. If you all been watching some of my videos where I've been advertising them game cameras, I've been getting some really good shots of deer, especially where I dug out that water hole. But the acorns is in here, you all, by the truckload this year. So if that's any indication of what the weather's going to be like, it's going to be a deep snow. When you grow up, James, if you grow up any taller, dude, you're as tall as Uncle Sasquatch. You might be taller than Uncle Sasquatch. Hey, Michael, what's going on, brother, up there in Indiana? You working today or you just off? Yeah, I know when canning season comes, boy, you got to get her done, don't you, Kelly? I remember them times. You ain't got time to do anything else. But this year, hopefully, if I kill a deer, I'm going to can some deer meat. I'm going to can some. I'm going to can all kind of wild game this year, and show how that's done on video. You know, mom and dad and them they canned hog meat, chicken, all kind of different meats. Michael, what you been doing? I ain't seeing any videos, brother. I ain't never canned no fish, Doug, but I know people who do. You can eat the bones out of a fish if you leave the bones in a fish that's been canned. You always have good luck, don't you, buddy? Yeah, I love them fish cakes, Doug. Uncle Sasquatch, you done drunk that second pot of coffee? And Michael Burner, have you done ate all them deer you killed last year? Sorry, I'm turning my head, you guys, but I have to look at my cell phone here so I can really see what you're saying. I just have that problem now at a distance. Uncle Sasquatch, I said, have you done drunk that second pot of coffee? Hey, Huckberry, how you doing, brother? We just we just having a little chat this morning. I got you, Michael. I do that too. I grind up a lot of that deer into burger. I can tell you right now, I said it there at the beginning. It is raining out there right now, and it's a blessing. Thank the Lord. It's been really, really dry. I was out yesterday evening not doing a video and squirrel hunting and not doing a video. The wind was blowing and it sounded like squirrels was cutting all over the woods, but the nuts just are continuing to fall. Acorns are just continuing to fall by the tons. James, have you done tried eating acorns yet, brother? I showed you how to do it on video. How'd you fix them, James? Did you make cakes out of them? You got black walnuts, don't you, Michael? How many of you folks out there has ever eat a butternut walnut? I've got a butternut tree that my son planted when he was just a little feller. It was just about as big as my finger. It's been 30, almost over 30 years. It's growing. This year is the first year it ever really had a lot of butternuts on it. You know what a butternut walnut is? Yeah, I saw that huckleberry. Here in Virginia, they're doing that. They want us to gather acorns for them. I don't see why in the world they don't go out there and use some of that money that they've took from the people and do their job their own self. It's like they can't go out and gather nuts and acorns. They want us to gather them for them. I hate to be that way, but my Lord, it's volunteer this, volunteer that, but we don't get anything in return. Butternut walnut looks like they're long like a little egg, but they're really, really sweet. And the outside of them is sticky when they first fall off of the tree. They're about this long, probably about that big around. Really a good walnut. They're wild. I know a place on Wolf Creek Mountain, James. It's got several of them trees in it. That's a good place to go squirrel hunting too, by the way. Oh, I ain't knocking you, Huckleberry. I understand. I've got probably more than 100 pine trees on my property that I planted where the kids brought them in. You get a bundle of 100 of them. They're just little old you know seedlings, and you can plant them. 30 years ago, I did that. Some of them are almost 40 feet tall now. They grow very fast where the sun can get to them. Now, where the sun can't get to a pine tree, it don't grow that fast. But where the sun can get to them, they are. Oh, some of them's 40 feet tall. The hurricane blowed a couple of them down last year. Doug, I used to do the same thing, brother. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to do that. If it gets really, really cold and the fur gets good, sometimes up here now, the winters don't get as cold as they used to. And when they don't, the fur is not as good. You can ask anybody that's ever trapped or sold fur. It has to be really, really cold for that animal's fur. You know, they got hair on them right now. They don't have any fur on them. The fur comes on them to keep them through the long, cold winters. So that's when you want to trap and have those particular skins, because the hair on an animal is not fur. You know, you can take that black walnut and deworm yourself, don't you? A little dose of it will get the worms out of your guts. Yep, Doug, that's the way it goes, buddy. In the 1980s, I trapped a couple of seasons full time. That's all I done. And it's hard work too. It ain't like every time you go out there, you got an animal in the trap to skin. It's a lot of work. Sauerkraut will deworm you, Doug. I didn't know that. I know one thing, I don't like sauerkraut. That's one thing that I don't like. Take the inner bark of that black walnut, Michael. Scrape you some of that inner bark off. Not very much of it because this stuff's very potent. You just take that inner bark off of that tree, just about a teaspoonful. You just chew it up and eat it. They used to do horses that way, and they used to do cows that way as well. You're welcome. When I was out hunting yesterday on this one ridge where the state forest allowed them to cut the trees off, I noticed that there was a gigantic patch of rabbit tobacco in there. I'm gonna go back in there and get me some of it. I've got plenty, but I'm gonna go get me some more. That one ridge was just white with rabbit tobacco. So when they cut the forest out in here now, the state makes them sow grass on that land where they've depopulated the trees. You'll get all kind of different. Hold on one second. Hello. 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 Yes. Hello. No, I want to keep them. All right then. Bye bye. Sorry about that, folks. That was a call about my tires. They finally got them in. And where was we at there anyway? Yeah, rabbit tobacco is really good for sinuses. That's what we were talking about. Prepared for? I have a video that I just done recently on exactly how to do that. If you will watch that video, I would appreciate it. You can comment on it, but it's very simple. You just take the acorns and crush them, take the flesh out of the acorns and boil them in water until you get the tannins out of them. But you can watch that video. Yeah, sorry about that, but I've done at least two or three how to prepare acorns to eat on my channel. But I know that I've got almost 2,000 videos, and the people don't like to scroll through all those videos to find that information. But sorry about that. Huckleberry, sometimes I do. Sometimes them big old fox squirrels, they're so tough. You can set them on the stove and cook them for 2 hours, and you still can't chew them. It's either that or throw them in a crock pot. If you throw them in a crock pot all day long, they'll just fall apart. But I do like to cook them in a pressure cooker for a little while, and then get them out and put them in just roll them in flour and fry them that way in some grease. Of course, you're going to make your gravy and you're going to make your biscuits. And now that my wife makes homemade bread all the time, we ain't bought. I don't think we bought a loaf of bread in since July when the kids was in. We did buy a couple loaves then, but she makes homemade sourdough bread. Folks, you can't beat it. You can't beat that sourdough bread. Is anybody else out there like Kelly? Do you make sourdough bread? Kelly, I've done begged that girl to do that, and she just ain't going to get on video to do it. And I might be able to get her to do it, just showing her with her hands how to do it, but the girl ain't going to get on video. Ain't that the truth, Huckleberry? Y'all making me hungry. I ain't had no breakfast today, period. Yeah, it sure is. It's good for you too, Michael. You know, the stuff that you buy at the bread store, it's done being stripped of all the goodies. It's just like eating a my grandpa Reed, he said it's just like eating air. He was funny. Yep. I tried that here a while back, prepared for, and you're right, brother. That is some good stuff. I ain't had it with chili yet, but I do it other ways. Yeah, she makes big old loaves of sourdough bread, Kelly. I'm telling you, you just can't beat it. I hope y'all can't hear my belly growling now. Well, how you fixing that chili? I mean, with you're just dipping that fry bread in it, Uncle Sasquatch. Prepared for how y'all doing that? Just dipping it in it, or you mean it makes a lot of gas, Huckleberry? Is that what you're saying? It's basically eating a slice of sugar is what you're doing. Oh, okay. You just pour it over top of it. I got you. Now my daughter Rachel, she started making it, and Lord have mercy, that girl makes probably she got them two kids and a husband. She's making she probably makes two loaves a week now. She got it down pat. Maybe I can get her to do it there, Kelly. Get her in the mood to do that. I've talked to her about it before, but she's one busy little old girl. There ain't no question about it. Yeah, it sure does. Sadly to say, after mom and dad raised us, they raised us on biscuits. But the flour, that's the problem. The flour that you buy at the store, it's just been stripped of all the vitamins and minerals that God put in it. So you're just getting you're just getting store bought bread, even though you're making biscuits out of that flour. You're still eating store bought bread. But I'll see if I can get Rachel to make us a video on how to do that. I think what I was going to say that Rachel was taking that sourdough dough and she was making uh, let's see, she was putting some type of spaghetti stuff in it and cooking it, and it was really good too. Yeah, Doug, cornbread in a cast iron skillet sounds good, buddy, for sure. But you can take it and make like pigs in a blanket too. You can take that sourdough dough and roll that hot dog up in it. I know you folks has eat plenty of them pigs in blankets over the years. And it really don't take that long to do neither. It probably don't take more than 20 minutes to make them things in an oven. You're going to have plenty of meat, Huckleberry. That's for sure. Michael, they probably do. We have a Amish store not very far from where I live, and you can get just about any kind of flour that's not been processed, through the big shop meals, and we get a lot of that flour from them. RT, you better believe it is. My wife made some of them too. Although I'm doing my best to stay off of the sugar, you all. That's something that just don't agree with me anymore. I will have to admit that I did snatch up some cookies she brought in the other day and ate a couple of them, but I'm doing my best to stay off of it. I hope she ain't watching. She probably watching me talk to you where I stole her cookies. Okay, Huckleberry, yeah. They got all kind of stuff in that store. Cool. You can even buy homemade butter at this Amish store. And if they don't have it in stock, they will advertise the person who house you can go to buy it from. But now there's some thrifty folks. These Amish people are. They make money on everything, and they're pretty high too at that store on whatever you buy. I guess that's frugal, maybe that's the word for that. But now they know how to get your money out of your pocket for sure. But they're good for the community. There's no question about it. We can you can get a bushel of apples out there now for, I mean, they're high. They're around $30 for a bushel of apples if you want a bushel of apples. I just dried some here the other day and they're gone. I dried a whole dehydrator full, and I think you all seen my dehydrator. It's got 10 trays in it. And they don't last long here. We eat them like candy. See, looks like the sun's going to come out there now. Probably have to be running here in a few minutes to go get my truck back. They are putting me some new tires on it this morning. That's what that telephone call was about. A lot of these folks around here has got electricity, but they're using solar electricity. When they come in here to buy their land, they paid cash for it. And I'm talking mucho dollars, all kind of dollar bills. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I appreciate you all joining in here with me this morning. It's about 30 minutes. I know you all got things to do, and I didn't schedule this. So I appreciate each and every one of you, Huckleberry and Uncle Sasquatch, Michael, RT215, Prepared For, Kelly. Who else I got in there? Big James, Doug. For all you hunters out there, happy hunting this year. Now let's all see if we can get Uncle Sasquatch to go hunting this year, even if it's off his back porch. He needs to exercise some of them high-powered rifles and stuff that he's got. So let's all say, Uncle Sasquatch, get out there and shoot something with one of them muzzle loaders and skin it. So I'm going to let you go, okay, folks? I really appreciate it. May the good Lord bless you today and every day. Thanks for watching. Come on, Uncle Sasquatch, shoot something, brother.